miss me. Somebody, please tell me you miss me.
They couldn't hear you for 2 seconds because they had the volume down. Now they can hear you.
I said, hi guys, did you miss me? Welcome back.
Raise your hand if you missed John.
Please, somebody missed me.
The entire crowd.
I went home. My family looked at me and said, what are you doing here? Why are you here right now? Sir, did you get the key from somebody else? That's what they told me.
Wild.
Yeah, they didn't care for me. No, I'm glad to be back. It's New Guitar Thursday, where on Thursdays we talk about new guitars. Today we're going to even add some banjos and mandolins. That's
you know what
today.
I realized? We have international viewers on occasion. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Things got bumped. One moment.
Things are happening now.
Okay, we have international viewers. For some people, this could be New Guitar Friday. Did you just realize that? Like I just realized that?
Isn't
that crazy?
That literally slapped me right in the face.
Isn't that insane?
Oh my goodness.
So happy New Guitar Friday to those that celebrate.
Of any of them still being Wednesday?
That's not how that works.
You sure? You sure? Are we the end of the trail? There's got to be. Are we the end of the trail?
Yes, middle Missouri is the end of the time zone, folks.
I don't know how this works. I don't understand. I'm so confused about hours and things.
I'm sorry that I got us.
Where is Greenwich? Where's the means? I just know they have a Greenwich and a mean time, and I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
So does that mean everything on the other side of Greenwich is in yesterday?
No.
Yeah, because they're the beginning of it, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So they're in yesterday. If it's midnight in Greenwich, which I believe is in London somewhere, England of some sort.
I don't think that's...
I do believe it. I think I am right about that one.
Hold on.
I think I'm right.
You're hurting my
Guys,
brain
we are all right
like
now showing exactly how stupid we really are. We are not very smart people. We're from Missouri. You don't expect anything big out of us. I am smart.
I have friends that live there, and I don't think that that's the time that they're in. Yes, I know speedcubers from all over the world. Yeah.
Live in Greenwich?
Yeah, maybe not Greenwich exactly, but parts of England.
All right. Anyway.
All right. Okay.
Guys, straighten us up on this time zone thing. I don't know.
Tell you what, who cares? I want to know where everybody. Who cares about what time it is in here right now? I want to know what time it is where you are. Oh, he is in Greenwich, and John's correct. Yeah, it's like +6 hours in some parts. London is +6 hours.
Thank you very much.
So I guess that's true.
Thank you very much. I actually had something right.
+7. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
All right.
Whoever said I was right, even if I was wrong, I appreciate you.
Tell me right now where you are watching from, what time zone you're in, why not?
I'm watching from Central Time Zone, Springfield, Missouri, where I'm at right now. That's where I'm watching.
You're not watching, John. You're hosting.
Was I first to comment?
You're hosting from Central Time Zone.
Was I first to comment?
What do you think? I'm so sick of this.
I think I was.
Every week. I've reached my end, people. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go actually back to the very beginning. I saw that Clint was the very first person here. Clint is watching from the same time zone as us because he's in Arkansas. No, you were not. Okay. Welcome in everybody, though. I saw Guitar Xana here a little bit earlier, too. Dr. Robert was in here, Alex A. Vince. These are the early bird crew.
Yay.
Mark Andrews from Denver.
Let's
see. That's a different time zone.
Yeah. You know which one that one is? I actually know what that one is.
Mountain time. They made it easy. They made it easy. Once you see the mountains,
you're there.
You're there.
You know, I was born there. In case you all didn't know that. I was born in Colorado. Lived there till I was 18 years old.
In a mountain?
Yeah. Well, you know what would be awesome? What I miss about Colorado, Denver area?
Tell me, I want to know.
I miss being able to wake up and know exactly where West is, even as a kid. You know exactly where West is when you live in Denver, because there's mountains there, and you're like, yeah, that's West.
A pretty clear, yeah.
Most kids don't quite catch the concept of north, south, east, and west for quite a long time, but everybody who lives in Colorado, they know where West is.
And then you just got to do that little rhyme.
Anyway, Denver.
Never eat sour watermelon or whatever.
Sour watermelon.
Like
I heard soggy waffles, but whatever.
Oh, okay. I always heard sour watermelon, I think. So, okay. Nonetheless, now you know.
We are rocking this. I am so glad I'm back.
I'm sorry, guys. We've not talked about a instrument this entire time, but we will be very, very shortly. Vince asked earlier, is it still storming in Springfield? It's not. We're pretty good at the moment.
We're supposed to, I think, maybe one more tomorrow. We're supposed to have one more round.
I think that we're like in the scattered range right now, so it's going to be a bunch of like scattered stuff. I don't know.
Trent, you are on wireless. Can you go outside and show the people the tree? You got to show them the tree.
We did on
Did you do it yesterday?
Tuesday already. No, we did on Takeover Tuesday. We just walked over here, and if you really want to.
Yeah, go show them the tree, Trent. It's important. I'm on this
Okay,
live,
bye-bye, Trent. I don't,
we
if you want to, go ahead.
We had a nasty storm come through on Tuesday. It ripped down trees, and there was actually 2 tornadoes that were touching down. This is not from a tornado, just severe wind. I was told there's
a near tornado, basically.
Twin vortexes happened north and south of us, both rotating in different directions. Is what my wife gets all of her weather news from. What is it
Facebook.com?
No, pretty close to it.
That can't
what's
be
the
that
guy
trustworthy.
who did the tornado stuff? That was always around. It's on Discovery. They had the Twister show. Anyway, he had the. I can't think of his name right now. Anyway,
I sure did feel like a storm chaser, though. I'll tell you what. Standing guard in the acoustic shop, guarding some instruments and whatnot. And we were all sitting over there and like, they're going to get hit with a tree in the conference room.
How weird were you, though? You kept coming into the room, and we're just having our meeting, and we're just very nonchalant about it, and Hinckley keeps going, all right, guys?
Did a branch or did a branch not fall on this house? Exactly.
It did.
I was right.
All right, there you go. We'll move on.
Very much moving on. Rich, welcome in. Shovel, L, Jake is in here. Thank you guys so much for joining us and joining us early, too. That's always really, really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice and touching. Welcome in, Robert. Dawn was here as well. Simon says London calling. There's a few Londoners in here, which is very, very cool.
They know where Greenwich is.
Yes, they do. Let's see. I'm looking.
Simon.
Quilted Maple, which is a great username, is in here
like
also.
Simon. I want to know if he ever plays Simon Says.
Simon, let us know. Chris, welcome. He's tuning in from New Brunswick, Canada, not too far from Mr. JP.
I like New Brunswick. That's some of my favorite times
too.
Is in New Brunswick, Canada.
There's
very,
very cool.
Really nice people up there. They know how to drink, in case you aren't currently aware.
Okay.
They really do.
Now I know.
Our friends that we stay up there with, it's been a long time, but they don't, you got to start at 10 o'clock. You know the old line, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's crazy. That's wild.
You didn't know about that?
No, I've
See,
never
everybody
heard that
knows
before.
that.
That's
you
insane.
should know that.
Okay. Chris says hello from El Paso. Let's see. And we have a very, very cool commenter. Real quick, Mike Lee is the first customer I see here that is going to be getting the Bedell 1940. Congratulations,
Mike. Did you get
Mike.
yours? It got finalized. That's right. It got finalized yesterday. I played
it was shipped.
Did they put the guard on it?
I don't know, but let me say it real quick. I don't know. That's not my department, John. All right. Real quick, though, Mike says, just to finish the comment, he says, John, thank you so much for playing the 1940 yesterday. Sounded great. Can't wait to get it. Congratulations on that, Mike.
Congratulations. You got the first production 1940 Bedell.
Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
Congratulations. That's really, really cool. We're happy that we could play it. We were definitely going to play with it today, but, we just moved faster. It shipped out.
Well,
no worries, though.
Let's go find out about that big guard before it ships out. I want to get that on where it belongs because that's part of that guitar, right? It has to happen.
I don't know. Okay.
Yep.
Going on to some more stuff. So now we are even more caught up. 21 Ukuleles says it's today in Wisconsin. Awesome. This is whenever I was talking about,
it's today here too.
This is when I was talking about
time zones.
The time zones, yeah. So welcome. Andy A, welcome from Saltillo, Mississippi. Welcome. Joe from Berlin, welcome.
Oh, cool. Me and my dad were just talking about Berlin today.
Oh, yeah?
We want to go? Yeah. My dad's dying to go back to Germany. He is a World War II nut. He wants to go and see all of that in Europe. And
I'm sure there's some crazy stuff. I think that you told me on some museums that you guys went to whenever you visited Europe previously. Close Guitar's official account.
What?
Says, tried calling John and they told me he was on a live stream, so I hopped on. Well, welcome. Go ahead and leave all of your
Hi guys from Close.
Purchasing questions in the comments as well.
We're going to be getting some more instruments. We've been selling quite a few Close guitars and mandolins, really. So.
Yeah, but welcome in nonetheless. All right, Kathy, welcome. Welcome, Brian.
We got to start watching our mouths. We can't talk bad about the manufacturers anymore.
What are you talking about? You do not.
Hinckley, it's you. You're the one that always says bad things about manufacturers.
True. I think they're all great. They're all trying their hardest, and I really appreciate that. Welcome in, Richard. I think that they all are.
I love how
welcome,
diplomatic
Mike.
you are. I appreciate
I'm proud of all of them.
How hard they work.
They are working so hard. I'm proud of all of them. All right. Joe says a brand new Yamaha LS 16M is in his hands right now.
Sweet.
Cool.
Great
Good for
guitar.
you, Joe.
Great guitar.
Buffering. Okay, I just saw that comment. I need to catch up. Oh my gosh. Okay.
The comments are
I don't think
coming
that we're
now.
actually buffering. I think that we're good right now.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what happened? They got twin vortexes wherever that person's at.
Yeah, some Facebook comments. Janine says, I wish I could get the 1940.
There's one left right now
One
that should be
left.
coming in the next 3 weeks.
For some reason, it's a payment thing. We do offer layaways and payment plans, all types of financing, even on pre-orders such as this. So there you go. Tyler is here from Montgomery, Indiana. Very cool.
Is it Midnight in Montgomery?
I don't think it is.
Did you get that? Did you get that, Hinkley? It's a song.
I'm sure
You got it
is.
right,
sounds
Trent.
like it's
You
a
knew
song.
that was Midnight in Montgomery.
I don't know what
He's
that
always
is.
singing there. You know that?
Okay. Howdy, friends.
It's about the ghost of Hank Williams.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
now I know. Mr. D18 says, howdy, friends, howdy.
That guy, I don't like talking to him. That's
don't?
Mike White. No, I'm just kidding. Mike,
That's okay.
Mike, you're a good guy.
He's the best.
He's still without power from the storm
Are you
on
serious?
Tuesday. Yeah,
Oh my
at least
gosh.
yesterday he was going to come in for his lesson, said he couldn't, and not only that, but his neighbor's well was not working, so he's going to go over and help with that.
Man.
Didn't come see me yesterday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Steven says, hello. Yeah, I know. It's really crazy how many people don't have power still somehow around here. Somehow
gross.
we kept it, which is really, really nice.
My house went out. I got to tell you all.
My house went out almost.
Tuesday's
pretty long
garbage
time.
day in my neighborhood, and there was garbage everywhere when I came home because everybody put their cans out right before the trash guy was supposed to be coming by, and stuff got knocked all over. It was a nasty little big, it wasn't really that little anyway.
Yeah.
I'm moving on. I'm killing too much time. Go, go,
Okay,
go.
okay. Dawson says, checking in from the back stock, restocking t-shirts. Dawson, we appreciate you.
Dawson,
Quit
I
watching this
believe
live
you're
stream while
actually
you're
supposed to be
clocked
working.
No, that's great. Richard says, my Martin Tripolo 17 Black Smoke is on my lap. That's so cool. How many people do have their instruments with them right now, I wonder?
Guess what?
Out of curiosity.
We just got one of those in, or it's about to be in.
Really?
There's one that's arriving.
That's cool. Yeah. Really cool. Chris says, what's up, cool kids? What's up?
What's up?
James Turner, you guys are so cool. Hello from South Texas. Howdy.
I love that.
All right.
Anybody that tells me I'm cool, I love that.
You are cool, John.
Thank you
You know
so
what would be
much,
really
Nicole.
cool? Now we are so wildly
Okay.
caught up now. We need to get into
Talk about
the,
what's happening here.
need to
Today,
get into
New
the
Guitar Thursday,
instruments.
we're literally going to talk about new guitars. Most of the stuff, in fact, I think none of it has made it to the website or has been photographed yet. Maybe the 18. Trent, do you remember recently? Did you do an 18 at all this last week? That was a Street Legend. So no, it was on the floor, and I don't think it's been photographed yet. Those guys.
Love that.
That's my buddy Jonas. Jonas loves the Martin guitars. He will grab them from before they actually get anything done, and just put them out on the floor.
They weren't
So,
even inspected.
They weren't even inspected. They got
We have
labels.
stickers for a reason.
Yeah, there is. That's
Okay,
what's supposed
that'll, you know
So
what?
anyway, that said,
That's the
we got
discussion.
to make sure that we have these for as long as possible. So that's what this entire list is. To make sure that we have these for as long as possible. So that's what this entire list is. Most of these guitars have multiples of them that we have in stock.
Yeah, that's
that
why I
are
chose
about
not to
be
grab
in
all of
stock.
them.
If not
We're
5.
frozen? Hold on. That might be our internet, I guess. I cannot
know.
help that, unfortunately.
Is it really truly frozen?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm looking at it on Jason's computer.
They're looking at it to see if it truly froze.
It is completely froze.
What?
Okay, we're
We're back. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we're good.
So there could be multiples of these in stock. They should be, that will be in stock for us. They are going to be, the items that I think are top sellers that were very low in inventory for Eastman and their warehouse. Now, again, there's going to be other models that we're going to run out. There's some that have already run out that I had no choice,
Yeah?
but they're just not available. So
All right, for
we're going to go
safety,
through those.
by the way, John, I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and I'll just be
Go
over
for it.
here for now.
That's
so
fine.
We'll
Just
make
yell
sure
at me
that-
when you need me to hear you.
I don't know why there's no...
It just happens.
There's no reasoning, guys.
We gotta
There's
make
no rhyme or
priorities.
reason.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you what's here, and these are the models that I know for a fact are low in stock. Some of them are only ones that are available. So you guys tell me what you want to see. I grabbed A few of the new E6 LG SSTC Sunburst. Those are great. I grabbed E10 Parlor TCs. That's a cool one. E10 00 TC. The AC 722 CE Dakota Fade. E10D TC Sunburst. There was only a few of those, and I think I grabbed all of them that were left in the Sunburst variation. There's still some naturals available. We'll have more of those coming back in stock as I order more. And in fact, I think I'm going to have to put in an order next week, or maybe even this week, maybe tomorrow. E20 00 TC. I think I saw, did I not see a 40?
I did not. There was not a 40 in this.
Okay,
no, sir.
Then you're right. E20 OM TC. E10 D Lefty. I grabbed a Lefty in an E10D because there ain't going to be any more of those for a while.
All right.
AC 422. Yes, what?
First request is a E10P if you want to, or the Parlor.
Okay. E10P. All right, and we also got some mandolins. Mandolins are going to be very scarce. If you're looking for an Eastman mandolin, you're going to want to start jumping on what you see, because there's not a lot.
You said a 422, the 722.
There is an AC.
We got a 522 also. I might have forgotten the 522 now that you were running down that list. But if anybody wants to see that, let us know, please.
This is the E10P. The P is, they call it their Parlor. They all fall in a Parlor to a degree. But this is a single O body shape. Mahogany backsides, thermal cured. Listen to that, it's got some sustain. Mahogany back and sides, has a slight burst to it. Really beautiful Adirondack spruce top. E10P, I can tell you that we do have this in stock. It is not officially photographed or on the website. Again, I know this always sounds like a sales pitch, but every single time we do one of these lives of an unboxing, somebody gets mad because they never got to see photos of it and it sold before they had a chance. If you're interested, you need to call. Again, that's what the Dreadnought guarantee's for. If you're thinking that it's possible that you want it, jump on it, then you'll be able to go, maybe I don't. And that's when the guarantee works in. But anyway, $15.59 is the price. That is the new price, by the way, now on Eastman products. Everybody had to raise their prices. For the past 2 months, we have not raised our price, even though a lot of dealers did, and that's what they told us to do. But we didn't have to, by rule, do that until today. So today, the new prices had to become good to go in. So there you go.
All right. I'm looking up some more. I don't really see any other comments or any other questions about it.
All right.
I went ahead and was able to put up a little lower third, by the way. I got some questions about that. So that's the last one that we played and the price on it. For those wondering, L says, absolutely love the headstock.
Yep.
Agree. I think that it looks really, really cool.
There's very few left of this particular guitar. I'm pretty excited about this.
Let us know, by the way, what you guys want to see next.
This is, if you are into a grand auditorium.
Okay, you are back right now.
Hey guys, we're back. There's some sort of weirdness. Hey, Jason, if you're watching, get on the router and try to prioritize this stream if you can, or tell Jeremy to do so. Anyway, the AC 422 is, to me, the ultimate grand auditorium at an affordable rate. This was, I think, $13.59 is what we said. Is that right, Hinckley?
$13.59, yes.
Yeah. European spruce top, Indian rosewood sides and back, full gloss finish. This will have the True Tone finish. Ebony fretboard, ebony bridge, bone nut and saddle, hurricane inlays with bound fretboard, LR bags, element pickup. There you go. The AC 422. Again, very limited amount of these available right now, and I don't know how. I wish I had numbers. I had the numbers, and like I said, most every guitar that's here had numbers below 10. Most of them were in the 6s and 7s as far as what was available in Eastman. So once those are gone, there's nothing to replenish them. So that's why I grabbed as many of them as I could.
Very cool. Okay, next comment that I saw. So was that a full scale length on that one?
Yeah, I think, honestly, it's a full scale length, but I'm not sure. I think the Grand Auditoriums are a 24/9. God, you're going to have to check me on that, Hinkley. I'm not positive on that.
Okay.
It might be a 25.5. I just don't, I think it's a short scale. I think it's a 24/9.
I can look it up.
I think it's a 24/9. Very low numbers on this one as well, and this is an extremely popular guitar for us. It's the E10D TC. Did you pick a particular one? Because this is gorgeous. Look at that top.
I did not. That is by happenstance.
Trent, did you go pick them out? It's you, didn't it? Ooh, the slight chevron in here. This was really cool. It's almost like burled. Very sexy. I like that. Mahogany back and sides. Adirondack spruce top in a sunburst finish.
Lovely. Couple of things. You are kind of in a dark corner. Can you move more to like in the light? Let's really like, you know, show it off.
Okay, I'll start
Show it
opening
off
these
more up
on
there.
the trunk here. But look at that.
Let's get another good look
bear
at
claw.
it.
Look at that. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
nice. Love that.
Nice.
Big
Again.
old dreadnought sound. Look at the sides. I like
Do
that.
you want to show
a
the back
lot.
again too? If you don't mind.
Huh?
Can you show the back again too? Sorry,
Yes.
I forgot I was speaking this way.
It's like lightly flamed. There's like hinting at it the whole way through. That's really nice. Very nice sounding guitar. A very nice playing guitar. E10D Sunburst. I think I got 3 of these, and I honestly think they're the last 3 that were available.
All right, so going on to questions. Alex A was asking for mandolins, so we can certainly open one up next.
Okay.
And then another few non-specific questions that I saw. Let's see. All right, Vince is asking, have you guys played the Bourgeois SD standard / the SD standard touchstone?
Yes.
The website online says
We have
it's a
'em.
Sitka top, although the label says it's an Adirondack top. Which is correct?
It's a Sitka top.
Okay.
It's definitely a Sitka top.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did for all of the touchstones, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The only things that were different was torified or age tone. And I think it is an age tone variation, so it'll have the torified top, but
Do we trust the label?
I'm pretty certain of it.
Why would
What
it say
label
that?
is this that they're seeing? There's not, that doesn't say
It
on
doesn't say on the, yeah. On the touchstones, it doesn't say.
It shouldn't say what the wood combination is on a touchstone.
Yeah.
I grabbed a
one looks cool.
505 Classic Sunburst. Why? We don't sell as many A styles, but we do. This one's gorgeous. What? Look at the top on this. That is a really nice top. It sounds fantastic. Maple back and sides, H style. But again, low numbers. And almost in tune, too. Probably blowing up your microphone right now. That is one of the nicest tops I have seen on any mandolin. What a really nice one. So, yeah, 505 CS, so that's Classic Sunburst. the 505. There you go. That's a mandolin for you,
All right, we're
Alex.
going to go back to prices. What's the price on that one?
Ooh, why you wait till I put it away? Gee.
I know, I forget.
All right, we do have a price tag in it. This is helping. I like whoever started putting price tags in already. I love this new process. $9.59. Well, I guess we did. It's because these already got pulled from boxes yesterday. That's why.
Yes.
Usually we're pulling them from the box. When
and then an update, by the way, on the AC body size. Allegedly, according to our website, it is 25.4.
So it is a 25.5 scale length. Yeah. Good. That's what Eastman does for their 25.5. Even their dreads are 25.4s.
Next question, not necessarily related to this, but I just got an LF 70 Alvarez. Do you guys know if it'll fit in a O hard case?
It should. It should. I have not tested it, but there's no reason why it wouldn't. It is a OM O size guitar. There's no reason I can think of that it wouldn't. The only thing may be depth, because they do tend to be a little bit deeper, but it should have no problems with that.
All right. Is there any other request in here, by the way, guys, for any specific instruments?
Yeah, let me know.
Let me know. Any E6 slopes was another one.
We have one in stock, don't we, right now?
An E6 SS?
Yeah.
I have no idea off the top of my head.
This is a low one that I grabbed as many as I could. I love this guitar. This is the E1 00 SS. I think we got some E1 SSs as well in the shipment, or we should have. Maybe they just got skipped out of that bundle. But you guys know I love the deluxes. And this one's in the 00 SS. Mahogany back and sides. Sitka spruce top in the E1 variant. Honestly, it's hard to tell this apart from the E10s stuff, or the E6 stuff. But this one's done in a Sapele back and sides, so it's not mahogany. I said mahogany, but it's actually Sapele. Sitka spruce top. These also come with Fishman electronics already in them. The deluxes are great. Gig bag, the whole deal on a L00 guitar. What a great little guitar. These, I think, go for $779. Is that right? Seven something. $759, $7 something. I don't remember.
$769?
Should be new price.
Guess what? It'll tell you in the thing. Yeah, I don't know any of the new prices now, so I'm not going to know.
I'm not even going to guess anymore. So I don't see a price tag in this one.
That one should.
They're tricking me. They're tricking me.
Okay.
All right, I'm good to give up.
They might have put it in the pocket.
Call us. We'll let you know. Everything's 5% higher than what it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works.
Okay, so a couple of more things. Let's see. We do have some 20s in here from 20 series stuff. We do.
They want to see some 20s?
The next thing I saw that was a request was the Dakota Fade, if I'm going in order.
All right.
To bring up a couple more things, though, Simon says he was looking for an E20 TC LSH. We do not have any LSHs in at the moment. Hopefully, we'll get those in pretty soon, though.
I will tell you this. Again, Simon, I don't know if you've ordered one or not, but if you do not order one, you won't get one for a very long time. The first 4 are supposed to be on the water. Should be landing in Pomona. Well, maybe. I don't know. I was told that about a month ago that they were on the water and should be landing. There's 4 of them. They are coming here. The first batch, I think 20 guitars are coming here. Again, since we were partners, we built that guitar. We get the first runs of that particular one. So if you're looking for one and you want to get one, you got to give us a call. They'll be coming to every store. Don't get me wrong. We open that up wide to everybody. But the E20 LSH, TC LSH will be coming, but it's going to be a while. With this delay in tariffs and shipments, we were supposed to see them by the end of May. My guess is we're not going to see them probably till at least June, if not July. That's my guess. I could be wrong on that, but if you're wanting one for sure, I would tell you to get on our waiting list. I think we've got 13 already paid for and on hold. So here is the AC 722. Is this the same one I played yesterday? Probably. Did we pull it? Yeah, I think so. Probably at least one of them.
There's two, so I don't know.
I love this Dakota Fade. I loved it when it came out. It has the 2-color purfling, wood purfling in here. It's turquoise and red along with the white. Looks gorgeous. Rosewood bound on this particular one. Rosewood back and sides. Mahogany neck. Again, it'll be that same 25.5-inch scale then, if that's what the ACs are all at. All of these also have the bourgeois neck joint too, which is cool. They call it, what is Eastman calling it?
Tone tight?
Tone tight, you're right. You guys save my butt so much anymore. Almost makes me feel like I know stuff, because you guys, when I don't know it, you tell me.
Oh, this guy John, he's the new guy.
It's about true.
It's John's first day. It's his first stream.
There it is. Close enough. I'm gonna learn that one. We're gonna do Grandpa, Trent, me and you. Where'd it go? Anyway, hey, I got an idea.
Okay.
Jeremy and Jason are gone next week. I'm thinking it's me and Trent. You think you can mix and just me and you do the whole show?
Possibly.
Trent?
Yeah.
It's going to be a country Trent-John duo show. I think this could be fun. I'm going for it. If you guys would like to see Trent and me do shop talk, it'll be great because we'll get Trent to go, uh-huh, and then long pause of silence, and then, yeah, that's good. And then he'll sing his butt off, and there'll be long pauses of silence. So that's pretty much Trent.
But you'll get a good show.
It'll be good. If you guys want to see that, let us know. If you don't want to see that,
let us know.
I'll still tell Trent that everybody wanted to see it. We just couldn't do it.
So this one, somebody was asking, real quick, I'm going to get back to the question. Somebody was asking, what model is this? Does it come with a cutaway? This is the AC 722DF. It does not come with a non-cutaway version. It's just
only available
size.
as an AC. So
yeah.
As a CE, sorry. And these all have the LR Bags electronics in them. I love the tone port. We played one yesterday, and I gotta say, I am a huge fan of tone ports. I want one. I think every guitar should have one. Just, if nothing else, it should keep you entertained staring inside it. Man, if you could see inside these guitars all the time, you'd be like, I love guitars. I want to live in one. That's what you'd say. Anyway, it's pretty cool. AC 722. Hinckley's like, John.
You're a guitar nerd. What's the price on that one, please, if you got the...
Let's see here. Right this there. One is $19.99.
All right, and now this one may be a longer answer, but that's okay. Don's asking, what is the normal time for consignments to go online?
Right now, a long time.
Bit, yeah.
To be honest, we have been swamped with a ton of consignments, and we try to warn everybody that. I try to give you guys heads up. Some things, I think, Don, we actually got those up and sold already, right?
No, this is a different one. This is a different Don. One? Multiple Dons.
Okay. I am telling people, do not expect anything up for at least 6 to 8 weeks right now. Just because of how deep we are on not just our inventory. There's so much going on right now between tariff inventories, trying to keep all that stuff going, the trips that we're taking, the crew, and all the videos that had to be put out by the teams and the companies and the manufacturers. There's so many moving parts right now, and we're not trying to hold back on those consignments, but it takes a lot more time to do a consignment than it does to do a brand new product. We have all those specs. We have all the deals. We have to go through those, and a lot of them I'm doing personally. I'm trying to get as many of those things looked through as I possibly can, and the team. So again, if you're in a hurry on a consignment, I apologize. I know there's probably some stores that can get it done quicker. I know we'll do a great job for you, and we can get some really good. We got some great stuff that's coming out. I've been working on some of the consignments. Some awesome instruments that are making their way to the shop, and we've been putting them out as quick as we can. but we're backlogged. We're just backlogged. We had a time period where there was one guy brought in 7 instruments just at one time, and on top of that, there were already like 12 ahead of him.
Could I put out a PSA also
Please
real
do
quick?
it.
Actually, now that I think about it, fun fact, somebody just sent us a guitar. Please don't do that. Like I'm just saying, don't do that like without
two
calling
instruments
us.
showed up from this person that we had not even known was coming.
Listen, we appreciate that you wanted to choose us to be your shop to deal with, and we obviously do our due diligence whenever we sell stuff, and we do love having really, really cool stuff in here. Nonetheless, just so you know, you gotta give us a call, and you just gotta give us an email.
We'll get you a shipping label. If you're going to ship it to us, we can get you the shipping label.
Yeah.
Then we know it's coming. This one, that was also killed our time because not only it's cool, both instruments were cool, totally sellable, but we had to go and find out where it came from, why it's here, and that took even more time to kind of go through that and took things out of.
So just keep that in mind. I don't know if anybody's planning on doing that. Just please give us a call. Just give us a little chat first, and then we'll make sure that we have you in order.
That makes sense.
If you could, the next request actually is for the Lefty Dread, if you don't mind.
That's over here. I saw an E10D Lefty in a thermo-cured top. You guys are going to try to make me demo it, aren't you?
And then, Don, I will pass on that information to the folks that write the description and stuff. He says that the Gibson has the original factory build sheet and the inspection card, so that's extremely helpful.
Very cool.
I'll pass that on to them.
Look at that gorgeous back set. I guarantee you're not going to see any other Lefties with that right now. E10D, look at the sides have that going on. Mahogany back and sides, Adirondack spruce top in a thermo-cured top, bone nut and saddle, 1.75" nut width. I'm going to play it right-handed upside down. Somebody cool this year was at the Merlefest booth, a lefty that played right-handed guitars upside down, and he was phenomenal. I've heard a lot of great guitar players work into our shop and come and play. This guy was playing stuff that was just blowing my mind, and all of it upside down. And he said he also does play lefty traditional as well, the standard way, but he'll play a right-handed guitar as a lefty. It was pretty impressive, I gotta say. So,
wild.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's so crazy.
You don't want me to demo this.
Try.
Let's try this.
That wasn't that bad, really.
Everything was backwards. I started walking my scale upwards. It's like, anyway, that was crazy. E10D TC in a lefty. That's a really, really cool piece to be able to get in here. And glad for all you lefties out there. This is a great, cool guitar to have, and it looks great and sounds great as well. So.
Will you please try a backwards J run?
Ooh, all right, we can do this. We didn't do a J. Man, I'm getting lax. I'm getting tired.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing my J runs like I should be.
Give me a price before you put that away.
It should be the 16.
Oh yeah, same price, I guess.
$15.59.
Yep. It's perfect.
Ah!
No.
I'm gonna go and start playing everything lefty. You gotta strum up instead of down. That's kind of weird. Because it gives a different tone to go versus.
Yeah.
I should not do that.
You got it, man.
That's so disappointing. I am sorry to all you lefties out there. This is no disrespect. I apologize. All right, here's what I want to do, because there's a bunch of other stuff I want to talk about. Again, I'm going to tell you what's here. Again, if you're just joining the stream, these are the instruments that the warehouse had very few of, and I stocked up on as many of these that I thought could get us through the next 2 months as possible. But these were under 10 left in the entire Pomona warehouse. So if anything here in these Eastmans are interesting to you and you're wanting one, you better grab them now, because they're about to be not available anywhere except for here because I grabbed a lot of what they had left over. So what is left? LG, the E6 LG SSTC, E10 OOTC, the E20 OOTC, E20 OMTC, excuse me. There's another
also Sunburst, actually.
What was that?
An E20 the E20 OMTC SB.
I don't see that. It only says, the one that we got here only says OM.
Can you check if that's the Sunburst? Maybe I'm crazy.
What's even weirder about this? Somebody wrote E20 OM, and it says double O. We might want to check some of these tags because that is a double O. It's matching this one. So it says OMTC, but it's not an OM.
Because it's not in the right case.
I think they put the wrong tag on the wrong guitar.
Okay. The E20 00 or the E20 OMTC Sunburst looks really cool. We
Does
had
it?
a couple of those.
All right,
yeah,
it's in the
I
warehouse.
might go grab that one.
I'll go see if this is a Sunburst, but
okay.
Anyway, on top of that, we have one more MD 505CS, AC 122 CE Deluxe, 122-2, which are cool. Those are in the Sunburst. Here's an E2 OM Deluxe Sunburst. PCHs are in the brown bags. I think me and Trent were talking about this. All of the PCHs that came in are back in the brown bags. I'm wondering, again, due to tariffs, if there are no more blue bags for now until the new shipments come in. I'm betting that's the case. Yeah, this is a standard E20 00.
Well, then I'm
It's still gorgeous. I bet it's out in the warehouse. I bet money.
Stuff, yeah. If anybody requests, I might bring in the E20. It does look really, really cool.
All right, on top of that, we also got in a banjo. I want to show that. So if there's any more of these that you want to see before we close out the stream, I also wanted to share some stuff with you because there's a couple things we're going to unbox. I got some Martin guitars that arrived. I've got a banjo I'm going to show you next, but here's the really cool stuff. I have an SC28E that just came in from Martin, as well as a Billy Strings D28. And I'm going to tell you more about that. We're officially available on those. I have a Martin HD28 in the brand new 1935 Sunburst, so new model, and a new model D18 Street Legend that are here. So I'll be trying to show you as many of those as I can.
All right, well,
whatever you want to see from the Eastman.
I'm going to go back to the E20. By the way, guys, if for some reason I've missed any comments, go ahead and leave them in there again. Yeah, I'll try to get to everything that I possibly can, though. And sometimes they go by kind of fast. We'll try and answer everything, though. I'll go get the E20.
Yeah. This is the Deering, what's the something star? What is it? No, that's the Deering. This is a Vega. Oh, come on, John. What is it now? I'll remember here in a second. It says in here, right? Vintage Star, the Vega Vintage Star. This is a really cool project my buddy Jamie Laddie, who works there, worked on. I'm bound and determined I'm going to learn some basic frailing it / clawhammer banjo, and this is one of my favorite models. It looks great. It sounds great. I love the vintage chrome look to everything, and now it looks like they powder coated this rim, which they used to not do, but it has the tone ring inside, the beautiful dark finish. It does scooped with the contrasting wood inlays, maple rim, maple neck, vintage star. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to learn. Because we're going to get Pisca banjos in here soon, we're probably going to be seeing some of the new ohm banjos. They showed me some of those, and I'm kind of excited to see those too. So, yeah, I had a long talk with Greg Deering about setups and stuff. We worked on some banjos. I think I'm going to go out sometime this year, fly out and spend some time with the Deering folks, and I want to get certified as a Deering expert setup guy. That's what I want to learn. What'd you find? Something cool?
Thomas was in the middle of
inspecting it?
Thomas was in the middle of inspecting it, so I grabbed it.
There you go. All right, let me set this right here, Trent. So that's the Vintage Star. This is an E20 OM in Sunburst. The new Sunburst just looks so gorgeous. Doesn't that look great? Love it. Herringbone trim, Adirondack spruce top, Indian rosewood sides and back. These do have the Goto tuners on it. These aren't the 510s, only in the Madagascars and E40s. But these are great little guitars. I love this. Another fantastic guitar right there. That is a really good sounding one. All right, I'll let you have this one back, Hinckley, so that you can give it back to them. Set it
So
somewhere.
next couple of questions, by the way. So.
Okay.
That's okay. It's okay. So, hate to sound like a broken record, but have Eastman found a sunburst, the right sunburst tree to build my E20 or my E10 OOTC?
I'm waiting on it. It's going to be, again, I hate to tell you this, but it's going to be delayed. I know they have it, but it's part of the delay of shipments. And there's a few things. We got somebody else that put an order in for a 515. Wanted it in the classic finish and did not want a classic sunburst, and it would have been here. It would be here in the next few weeks, but due to all this chaos and craziness, that's all shipments have stopped. I talked to manufacturers, by the way. Again, this is not political. Please do not make this political. Don't anybody go off on this. But I know for a fact that I talked to two manufacturers at Merlefest that were telling me they've got stuff that is sitting outside of port, and it's cheaper to keep it away from port than it is to allow it to land due to the tariffs, and they're waiting to see what's going to happen. So there's stuff that's literally sitting out in the ocean right now waiting to decide, and something's got turned around and went home. That's just fact. So there you go. I do want to show these before I open these boxes up. This HD28 came in. This is the first time we've got to see this. This is in the new 25 spec. So it has golden arrow braces, but they also slightly changed up the burst. This is their 1935 burst. And Jonas went nuts over this guitar last night. He fell in love with it. So Indian rosewood backsides, has the new neck shape, heel shape, and the heel carve, as well as the new volute shape, more curved and rounded edges. But the big difference here is golden arrow bracing on an HD28, and look at that burst. Here's what's funny. Me and Jonas both said it. It almost looks more Eastman-like. The burst does. This is one of the nicest Martin bursts I've seen. He loved it. He said it sounds great. I didn't play it yesterday. He's right, fantastic. I don't think this has hit, well, I know it has not hit the website yet because it's just, available. Now with bone pins, bone nut and saddle, ebony. This one, for all of you snobs on ebony, which seems like Martin has quite a few of them that are just so mad about the streaks in here. By the way, there's no reason to be mad about the streaks. I would prefer it. I think it's cooler to have figure and not skip the cool pieces of ebony that have character. But that's me. Anyway, 1935 Sunburst available right now. Also in the new 2025 configuration, I have a Street Legend. I'm not going to get into that one unless somebody wants us to hear it, but that is really, really cool as well. I love the Street Legends. I cannot tell you how many people were looking at the D28 Street Legend at Merlefest and dying because they thought it was a vintage guitar. And then, I don't know, did we end up selling that one or not? There was like 3 people that were just on the edge.
All right, do you want a knifey knife?
I got one.
Into it? Okay, cool.
I even went and got one. I was smart.
Jason has like 5 knives on his desk for some reason. So.
All right, so since we're in the D28 spirit, let's go ahead and do this. Here's the deal. We have officially gone through our back order reserved of Billy Strings D28s. We sold all the ones that we had reserved. So 3 of them have been shipped every single day for the last 3 days. I've got a shipment notification for a Billy Strings, model D28. So we have our first available D28 Billy Strings here right now. I'm unboxing it. We will have 2 more in the very short future.
Okay. If I could, John, did Americana GHS strings go up in price?
They did, and I don't know by how much. They did have a price increase on all GHS strings.
Okay. And then a couple of other questions and requests is for the playing the E6 LG.
Okay.
And the AC 122.
We can do that.
Sunburst. So we can get to those after this one.
I got to cover that one up. There's a special limited edition Bourgeois touchstone here that we have shot for video that's super cool. I don't think that's actually, that's not it though. That's just a regular one. That should be on the floor, I think. Maybe not. I may be confused.
What are you talking about?
The guitar that's in here, I can't tell if that's the touchstone limited 50th anniversary or if that's the regular 50th anniversary. I don't know what's in the shop. I know we have one here.
I can tell you what it is.
It is a touchstone one? Yeah. That's fine. We can say we have it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I know we have it, and they can. There is a cool guitar from Touchstone coming out very shortly. I'm not going to tell you the details, but it is coming out. So here it is, the Billy Strings D28, inspired by his 1940 D28. I did get called out by, and nobody saw this except for probably a few of us, Rice fans, but the 58957 forum, Zane Fairchild claims these to be would have been accurate of a 1940 D28, a small series of the D28s from 1940. The guys at Martin weren't certain that they were, which is really funny to me that I would think they would know. I asked them, is this period correct? Because I don't remember those tuners. And they said so. They said they were like it, but maybe they're not quite right. But Zane watched our video and he said that there is a real one. His particular guitar has these same tuners on it. I don't know for sure. But here's what makes the Billy Strings D28 special. It is a short scale, 24/9. With a 1 and 23/32 nut width. That's the biggest difference. Tuners, obviously, Finish Appointments has the label Billy Strings, but
pause. You were buffering.
Did you say something, Hinckley?
Yeah, you were buffering. Okay, you're back now.
Sounds great. This may even be better than the one we shot the video with. Fantastic guitar. This is the first one that'll be making its way into the shop. Like I said, I've got 2 more that I know have shipped. So if you're watching right now and you want to get one, they're back ordered everywhere. Right now, I think the last I looked at availabilities, if I put an order in right now, it's February till that would be delivered. So if I put a brand, I've got more on order that are in queue to be coming out here. By the way, in case you don't already know, we're going to be in Nazareth, Pennsylvania in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the 12th is, week of the 12th, we're going to be there. And we're going to talk about this guitar. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, processes of how to build some custom guitar builds. But we're going to be at Martin filming all kinds of cool content. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to bring my 1940, the actual guitar, back home. Because they have opened now the factory, the actual floor where that guitar was built. I kind of feel like I should bring it back. A lot of people have done that.
That'd be pretty cool.
I feel like
it'd be really cool just to take a picture there, a little bit of video. That'd be pretty cool.
Would you guys find that interesting? I don't know. Maybe you would. Anyway, Billy Strings D28. Available right now if you call the shop, 417-720-1223. I'm so tired I almost gave out my number again, Hinckley. It's been a long time since I've done that.
It has been a while.
Back in the 2 years ago time period, I did that quite often.
I will say that we had less people watching at that time, and now you're getting to the point where it might be dangerous to give out your number.
It's not like anybody would care. Nobody would call. You guys.
All right, can you do the LG, please?
Yes, I can do that.
Can you please play that one?
And then I want to open that SC. We've been waiting on an SC28 for a long time.
Sounds good to me.
The LG, this is, again, become super popular. It's one of the new ones. They were excited about it, obviously, and they put a bunch of them out. This is the E6 LG. There's a few of you guys out there watching right now that already have one of these. Here's what makes this guitar so cool. One, Eastman doesn't have any slope shoulders, except for this one right now. They used to build them with rosewood fretboard and bridge. So this is kind of cool to see a slope shoulder guitar, if you ask me. But what makes this guitar great is it's like
it buffered again. Okay,
what makes this great, in my opinion, is the fact that it's like a $1,300 guitar. So that makes it much more affordable. And it's the only alternative LG style body out there right now that's, you know, in decent production numbers. Vince ended up getting one of these at Merlefest. He picked up an E6 LG.
Cool.
This one, by the way, is serial number because we did get a few of these in. This one is 8361. If you're interested in that, you love that color, and there's some really neat figuring going on here too. More subtle, but some really cool ghost-like finish anomalies. This looks really, really cool. All right, so there's that. I do want to get this SC, and then unless there's something that somebody wants to see in particular, we'll get on out of here. That way everybody can get home.
The last request was for the 122.
Okay.
If you wanted to get into that.
We can do that.
If anybody else, is there any more mandolins? There's
just looks like right now the only thing, there are more. I thought, did the 514 come in that was limited? Was that last week?
That was last week, and we opened that one, yeah.
That's pretty cool. There's some really cool guitars. By the way, I played the Cabaret, the John Buscarino. That guitar, nylon string guitar, is incredible. I don't know a ton about nylon strings. All I know is that guitar feels and plays and sounds great. Totally. I'm really impressed with that. That's the first time I've seen one since they did the prototype of it a couple years back.
And then let us know, guys, by the way, if there's any other questions that we may have missed throughout this. I don't know. I think that we got a lot of them, but if there's any, just let us know.
All right, so this is the SC body. This was by far one of the more popular Martins that was played at Merlefest. It was kind of surprising. I was impressed. A lot of guitar players that aren't normal Martin-style guitar players were just loving this, how comfortable and easy to play the SC is, especially if you're an electric player. They seem to be just totally fired up about this. And we had all we had was the SC 13s down there. This is the full, this was released last year, in 18 and 28 style. So it is a full 28 style, solid wood, rosewood back and sides, solid spruce top. Does have the Fishman blend one. It's the Ara VT. So that's really cool. Their own neck pocketed system that is adjustable. Super easy to play, and the big question on this guitar right here is this right here. Again, just because it's a little bit weird. I mean, you can't J-run on this. We should have a show called Will It J-Run.
Should we?
I think we should.
Should we, though?
Super easy to play, super comfortable, small body, but it's also all in a space that makes sense. The cutaway is really easy to access up here. I don't even know how to use these frets. It's weird. I don't even get it. For me, it's like no use in doing this.
I've never been that far.
What is it they tell everybody on in steel? Isn't it the first, all your money's on the E9 neck, and the C6 is nothing. No money to be made there. That's kind of the same thing here. No money to be made up here. I'm just kidding.
Can you get that one in the burst?
I believe so. You can also get it not in an ARA. You can get it as a Fishman or a LR bags. This is one of the only ones that are done that way. But I do believe there is a burst available on the SC. It's not the same burst that is available on the 13s. What a comfortable guitar. It really is that comfortable. It's surprising to me. SC, and I need to learn more about how this deck system works, but it is really, really neat. Yeah, there you go. All right, so now we need to show, what was it, the 122-2?
Yes, I think they didn't clarify if it was the one or the two.
I think that's the only one I have.
I think the only one that we have in here is the 2, so might as well show it.
In a deluxe.
Yeah.
All right, cool case on this one too. It's Martin Badge TKL case. I'll set this right here, Trent. All right, 122-2 CE in a deluxe sunburst.
I'm being told that you cannot get the 18 or the 28 in a burst.
Okay, I lied to you.
So now you know.
I'm gonna take a guess that was Tex that was straightening us out.
No.
No?
That was somebody else.
I'm gonna have to hang this battery pack back up. It came loose in shipment.
Dramamine 0001. I don't know what that means.
Dramamine, do you know what Dramamine is?
I have no idea what that is.
It's an anti-nausea medicine.
Well, that's who commented that, so
it also makes you very, very dazed. Back in the tour days when we were touring a lot when I was in my teens, man, I had the worst car sickness ever, which is horrible because we were putting on, 30, 40,000 miles. Way more than that. Shoot, we probably put on 60,000 miles a year. And I'd get sick. Sometimes take Dramamine. Also, it has to have this product called C-bands that were arm wristbands that had a pressure point in your wrist. That helped.
Yeah. Oh no.
Fun facts.
Trent, did your thing die? It did.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You guys, video's coming back, I promise. Battery.
I actually, now that I recall, I have taken that before because I do also get very car sick. Especially if I'm not the one driving.
Man, I was on a cruise ship. We were on a bluegrass cruise, and there was an artist that was on that one, I'm not going to say who it was, that did not handle motion sickness well at all. And the only problem with Dramamine, at that time, they didn't have, I think they have anti-drowsy now, but he had to take the regular one, and that stuff knocked him out.
Dang.
It was bad. It was super, super bad. Let's see if this is coming back here. We're waiting on video to come back for y'all here.
You're good.
Here it comes. So the dash 2 means cedar top on this. It's going to be the sapele back and sides in a deluxe. I like this one, has the gloss neck. I personally love gloss necks. I would choose a gloss neck every time if it were for me. And I like the way they feel. I know that's kind of rare, but so warm, so soft and powerful, which is wild to say. Soft yet powerful. Now, every one of these guitars has yet to be inspected, by the way. So, like, this one needs a little bit of a neck adjustment. But so far, everything's been really good out of the box, mostly. There you go, the 122-2 CE.
All right. Are you ready for a couple more questions?
I'm ready.
Before we head out?
Let's hit it.
So this one was here. What is the best
speed round?
What is the best starter guitar?
That depends on your budget. It sounds generic, but everybody that's ever played guitar will say, figure out what your budget is and buy the best guitar in that budget. I can come out with different ones for different budget price. So again, tell me where your budget's at. Push it a little bit. Honestly, if you work with somebody that you can trust, that's not just here to sell you the most expensive guitar in your budget, they can tell you where it needs to be. And like I said, I'd push it to the limit of that. If you can do that, it is such a better experience to have a great playing, great sounding guitar. You can get stuff that's great, but you can get stuff that's even better. And I am here to tell you, the best way to inspire you to continue to grow as an instrument, whatever, player, mandolin, guitar, whatever it happens to be, is to have something that gets you excited and makes you feel good every time you get it out of the case. That is the biggest key. Never get something that you settle for, because then you always have the excuse of, if I had only got blah, 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 I'd be doing a whole lot better. If you got something that truly inspires you and makes you feel good, every time you pull it out of the case, you are going to be a better player. I promise you. It's the most important thing.
All right. Do we have any baritones coming in?
I need to get more ordered. I should have more Ferk stuff. Right now we're waiting on all the new Ferk stuff to be coming in with all of their new CNR actives. Also going to have, probably coming in very soon, some Guild stuff. We got some really neat stuff, including some limited exclusive Guild USA guitars that are not available except for a very limited amount of dealers, and we now are one of them. So that's kind of exciting to see as well. I'm pretty excited to check that out.
All right.
Yeah.
So. I think that is the end. That's the end of the line.
Cool. Lots of great guitars, lots of great banjos. There are more things on the horizon than you guys even understand. There's some new brands that I've been talking to that will also be very exclusive. The 1940s are here, guys, and man, that last guitar was fantastic. I am so excited that it turned out as good as the one that we originally commissioned. It just goes to show they know what they're doing at Bend, and they really got those down. I'm really excited to see those. There'll be 3 more shipping this month. I think all but one of them is spoken for, unless somebody called recently. That is going to be awesome. We shipped one out, so that's even better. Again, Mike Lee, right?
Mike Lee
is who got the first one. So congratulations, you have the very first one. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be going around. Actually, I've had a lot of calls from some very big players. Uwe Kruger is really interested in it. He wants to get it in the studio, and he fell in love with it at the shop or at the booth. He said, this has got a voice that I've never heard before. We're going to be showing it to some other great channels that are going to be shipping out to, and they'll be checking it out. So again, that's a really cool project. I'm so glad to be part of that. And no, I do not make a commission off of any of those guitars. I just really love that guitar. Jonas will tell you, next time you get him on there, ask him how many times I pulled down that guitar just to play it. It was just a blast. So we'll be back in on Monday. Jeremy and Jason will not be here next week. It'll be just me hanging out with all y'all. You guys are going to be so tired of me, but we're going to have a good time. We'll be trying to get all the live shows in as we can. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a week of no Jeremy and Jason. Jason cannot say, shut up, John.
Well, as me being interim Jason,
are you going to do it now?
And fill in for those.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Hinckley. Anyway, glad to have you guys with us. If you're watching in Greenwich right now, is it yesterday yet? Is it tomorrow? All my troubles seem so yesterday.
Yeah.
Is that how that goes?
So far away.
Oh, yeah, no. All right, guys. Good to see y'all. I'm going to go rest some more and try to catch up for next week. Love y'all. Bye.
See you guys. Bye-bye, everybody. Do.